Julie, I'm going to be honest. I'm kind of liking this trend we have here of having guests on that are food related.
Oh, yeah. I could always eat.
We can always eat. And we've seen you when you're hangry.
Yeah.
Listen, I like you. You're great. But when you're hangry, you get a little feisty.
It's not hangry. It's just that you're irritating sometimes.
I'm okay. Listen, that's what comes with the package.
Right.
The big head Andrew Figurelli package here. Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of the Hey BigHead Show. We have an exciting episode for you today because today we have Kim and John Bender from, and I'm gonna preface this. I apologize if I say the name incorrectly.
Do not mess it up again.
I'm not going to mess it up again. Cornish Pasty Co.
Correct.
Okay, good. The amount of times I accidentally have said pasty, and I apologize to you. I apologize to the history that is Cornish pasty. If I say that in this episode, please forgive me in my ignorance.
It's okay.
You
wouldn't be the first person.
Thank you. I got the blessing here. Well, thank you so much for coming on. Thank you for being here on the show. Excited to have you guys. Now, before we get started, you guys are together, correct?
Yes,
Correct.
How long have you been together?
Going on 10 years.
Yeah, 10 years.
10 years and married for 4?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Congratulations. How'd you guys meet?
How did we meet?
John, how did we meet?
Well, she has a different story than me. My story is
this a choose your own adventure type story?
we
here?
met at Atomic. She likes to say that we met on Tinder.
Yes. Love at first swipe.
yeah.
Love it first
But
swipe. I like that.
Technically, we ran into each other like 2 weeks before the Tinder swipe.
Okay, so you met each other prior, and then you recognized each other
Yeah.
on Tinder.
He was on another date at the time.
Where are you?
I was
I
with
was.
some girlfriends. Yeah.
Where are you? How did
Yeah.
that go, John? I'm assuming that date didn't end too well.
That relationship did not go anywhere.
Listen, I think it worked out.
Yeah.
I think you swiped right on the right person.
Yeah.
There you
Yeah, it
go.
worked out.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, excited to have you guys here. So before we get started into learning more about you and your business that we have here, I want to learn more about just what Cornish pasty is. So if you could kind of give me a brief little history lesson on us uneducated Vegas locals of what Cornish pasty actually is.
So it's originally food from Cornwall, England,
Mhm.
which is like the southwestern tip of England. It was a lot of mines there.
Sure.
Tin mining was the main thing that they had. And it was a food that the miners' wives would make for them that they could take down in the mines, and it would hold everything inside.
Mhm.
It would stay warm throughout the day so they could heat it, like eat it for lunch or whatever.
And this is like in the 1200s, like that.
Yeah, it goes back pretty far.
Yeah.
So it's kind of, a lot of people are more familiar with other variations, which would be like empanadas or
Yes.
calzones. But the Cornish pasty was actually like the original version of all those kind of foods. And then they kind of came because of the pasty.
And then what's in it? Like just meats and veggies and
Yeah, so I think originally it would just be kind of whatever they had on hand, but it was mainly like steak and potatoes. They would put some sweet filling in the one end as well, and then they would save that for the end, a little dessert
Okay.
at the end of their meal.
Well, I'm going to be honest. You brought some food in. And it smells delicious. I can see Julie eyeballing all of the food over here. Every time she looks at me, she looks straight at the food. Do you mind if we dive in as we're
Go for
talking
it.
to you guys?
Go
Yeah.
for
All right,
it.
let's do this. How many pasties do you guys eat a day? Be honest. We're all friends here.
Oh, not
A
even.
day?
I can't do daily pasties. That would be 400 pounds.
Yeah,
I would be on my 600-pound life.
yeah.
I did that.
Is there
Because there's a pound of food in each
It
pasty.
feels like a pound of. It feels at least like a pound of food. Is there a proper way to do it? Do you do it with a knife?
With your
fork?
hands is the proper way.
Okay.
Yeah,
So just dive right in. It feels hot, so it's probably going to be hot. It's going to burn my mouth, but I'm okay.
yeah. All of our pasties come with a side.
This is incredible. This is a full meal. Like
Yeah.
it's just it's not a small empanada type food. It's like a
Yeah,
full
and that
on.
was the idea for the miners to be able to carry
Mhm.
this down with them into the mines. It's not like when you're down in there, it's not like you can like,
Yeah.
oh, let's run out and get something for lunch real quick. Like,
right. You want something with your
you
hands.
gotta
Something
take
you can eat
it-
with your hands.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so originally the crimp, that's where they would hold it.
Right.
And then because of like the arsenic and stuff on their fingers, they wouldn't eat that part, and they would throw it into the mine, and it was supposed to be for the ghosts to eat.
For the ghost to eat.
Yes.
Yeah. That's
That's
the old.
awesome.
And typically your pasty is going to have the crimp on the side
Mhm.
because that's, they would hold the pasty on the side and
Right.
throw it. We have regular pasties and vegetarian and vegan pasties.
Okay.
So the way that we differentiate between having meat and no meat is our vegetarian and vegan have the crimp on the side, and then the ones that have meat have the crimp on the top.
Very smart.
That's so wonderful because I was vegetarian for over a decade. And oftentimes I would be brought my meal. And if I got something that kind of resembled a meal that could have meat in it, a lot of times the server didn't know which one was which.
Mhm.
So it's great that y'all have found a way to differentiate so easily.
Yeah.
Very smart. So tell us about Cornish Pasty, the restaurant that I'm assuming you guys are the owners, or what's your role in Cornish Pasty?
Yeah, I'm one of the partners. Originally, Pasty started in Tempe, Arizona.
Right.
So we have multiple locations. It was originally started by one of my partners. Is originally from Cornwall, England. He moved to the Tempe. I want to say probably like around like 2000.
Okay.
In 2005, he opened up the first location, which was just like a 900 square foot hole in the wall.
Tiny shop.
I think it had like maybe 30 seats. I moved to Tempe in 2006, and I had a friend that knew my partner Dean.
Okay.
And I was looking for a job, and she told me to go check it out.
Mhm.
And that's where I ended up meeting Dean, of course, and then my other, what would have become one of my other business partners, Scott, was also working in the Tempe store.
Okay.
So we worked there for a few years. Dean wanted to expand, and his idea for expansion was to take existing employees
Mhm.
that have worked with the company and know how he wants things done and give them their own location.
Oh, wow.
So that's how all the locations are from that point. So Dean is the common partner, and then each location has former employees and stuff like that.
That's incredible. Is Dean still involved as well? Yeah.
So he's in Arizona, and then we have another partner that came in that was like the financial backer for us in Vegas that lives in LA.
You have two here in Nevada, but you have a handful in Arizona. Why did you choose Nevada? And which one was first? Was it the Boulder City one or the Arts District one?
Actually, the original one in Nevada was in Commercial Center.
Okay.
If everyone's familiar with the wonderful green door, it was right around the corner from there.
They're actually our next guests. that we
Okay.
have coming.
Yeah. Tell them I said hi.
Yeah. We'll mention your name at the door.
That's where John was on this
I know
date.
John.
Yeah. That's where I said Atomic, but it was actually the green door.
Yeah.
She liked what she saw. So,
It's true.
so we opened up in the Commercial Center,
2014.
2014.
Commercial Center.
And we were there for going on 3 years whenever we closed to move to the Arts District. So the downtown area was the first one. Boulder City, we've been in for 4 years.
Having this Vegas location be under your umbrella and being under your watch, what was like your first milestone moment that I'm assuming nerves were high. You were nervous because you're opening up this brand new location, and now you're the ones that are responsible for this. What was a milestone moment for both of you, that big or small, that you realized like, okay, we're on the right track here?
My aha moment for doing this and like stepping away from my career. I'm like, what am I doing?
Right.
Because restaurants are hard.
They're very hard.
But I feel like seeing people actually genuinely enjoy our space and what we've built, because it's grown organically. I think that's my moment.
I would say another big one for me is our staff. Like
The best staff we've ever had, hands down, front and back of the house.
We have a lot of people that have worked for us. I mean, I have people that have worked for us since Commercial Center. So like well over 10 years, I have the same people there like all the time. People that care, they like want to make us proud. Like they call us mom and dad, and they're like, we just want to make you guys proud. Like they're super happy seeing like everything's so busy, because I mean, obviously it's more money for them too, but they see that it's like finally rewarding. Like, I mean, we went years and years with like, I wouldn't be able to cash my check and stuff, like that's just the restaurant. Especially when you're owning it, it's like a struggle, and just getting to the point where like we don't have to worry about
to cover
we don't have
payroll
to
and things like
take out loans to cover payroll. I don't have to like hold my checks for a couple of months because I need to make sure my staff's getting paid before I get paid. And just having them come along like for the ride with us and like still be there and create these like relationships with people. Seeing people like get married and have kids and like their families grow and buying houses and just like seeing them grow up as well. I think that's like almost more rewarding to me than
Stop it.
the business itself.
Yeah.
You know,
It's been really hard up until I think like two years ago, really, is when things started kind of turning around for us. But it's a lot of work. So like anybody that's a small business owner is like, hands down to anybody, because it is a lot of hard work. Staffing can be hard. Dealing with guests, unhappy guests, bad reviews, things like that. Like I've learned to not look at reviews. I used to look at reviews all the time, and John would be like, please stop looking. It doesn't matter. Like we're
Do you
doing
take it
good.
personal?
Sometimes.
Yeah.
Sometimes I do. Sometimes I get a little heated, and he has to calm me down.
I think they're definitely important to like
Yes.
check reviews.
Sure.
I don't
because
think we should like,
constructive, we
some things are legit.
yeah.
Some people have legit complaints. Some
Mhm.
people are just like to complain.
Yeah.
I mean, early on for sure, like I would check it all the time and respond, and because it does help, and it does even like how you respond also helps. Like if
Absolutely.
you're a lunatic responding to people, like people
Right.
see that,
Yeah.
and they're like, I don't want to go support this guy. Like
Right.
if you respond in a professional way and like try to make it right, like that goes a long way, I feel. And we don't do advertising.
Yeah. It's all
Like-
been like word of mouth
That's incredible.
Like
for us.
so like reviews are, as much as they're annoying sometimes, like Google and Yelp and all that, like are definitely
They work for you.
huge help for us for sure.
You've built a team that feels more like a community as opposed to being their bosses. And you've definitely answered that from making sure that they were all taken care of during the pandemic, which
Mhm.
everybody had some sort of, issue that they were dealing with. And you made sure that you were there for them, from taking out loans to make sure that they get paid first before you guys. Obviously that just shows the character and the leadership skills that you guys have. And I would say, how do you do that when other business owners do have a hard time making their team feel more like a community? But I mean, I think you kind of answered that. But if I were to ask you, how do you make your team feel like a community? What would be your secret?
I think communication and transparency and support, like those three things, have been huge with our staff. I think they appreciate us being honest with them, and not bullshitting them. Like we're not going to string them along. We're going to like let them know what's really happening, and just support.
Mhm.
It's like us treating them like humans, because we all are humans, because we're all, somebody's mother, father, sister, brother, like we have kids, things in that like that. Just being real, and no bullshit. We're very honest people. We don't like, there's no front. We don't think we're better than anybody. Like we're just
Yeah.
normal people, like, trying to raise we have 3 teenagers. So it's like
It's incredible.
on top of raising kids and running 2 businesses, like just being supportive and
Yeah.
transparent.
And to interject real quick, one time Kim and John shared with me that their employees love the environment they've cultivated so much that they stay after work, and there's a special name that y'all call it. What is it?
Oh, the pasty double.
The pasty double.
Yeah.
Pasty double. What is
Yeah.
that?
I think that shows like it's like a good sign that you have a good work environment. If you have to kick your own employees out at the end of the night, I'm like, you got to go home. Like
Yeah. Most people.
one, you have to work tomorrow.
gotta go.
Yeah.
And yeah, so I think if you want to hang out at work after you're done working an 8-hour shift for another, 6 to 8 hours, I'd say that's a pretty good sign that it's a
That's pretty cool.
decent
Yeah.
environment.
I feel like most people want to clock out and get the hell out of where they work.
Sure. Do you allow your staff to drink after work?
Yeah. You have to drink if you're on the pasty double.
Legally,
Right.
you have to.
Yeah.
It's a requirement.
First time somebody comes in, what's the first thing you recommend to them? While I take another bite of this giant, massive pasty here.
I mean, I always tell everyone, can't really go wrong with any of them if they sound good to you. I usually try to tell people about the more traditional ones that we have, if it's like their first time and they want to like really learn about the pasties. And then I'll
traditional pasty.
So the traditional ones, we call it the augie. It's steak, potato, rutabaga, and onion.
Wow.
And then there's a couple of them that are basically all the same. It's like meat and potatoes. There's a cheese and onion one. That's a traditional one. It's kind of like a potatoes au gratin. It's inside a pasty.
Mm-hmm.
And then those ones we actually cook the traditional way as well, where it's everything goes in it raw. We cook it at a very low temperature for a few hours, so everything kind of stews inside of it. And that's how it would have been done, in Cornwall. So that's what I usually try to steer people towards that. But if they're like want to be adventurous, then my favorite is the carne adobada, which is what you're having.
It's fucking fantastic.
The chicken pot pie is my go-to.
Oh, that does
You
sound
can't go wrong with the chicken pot pie.
Yeah.
I could absolutely imagine this being like a chicken pot pie type thing.
Yeah. And then with the chicken gravy, it's so good.
If I were to order one, how long would it take to get to my table?
It's like 15 to 20 minutes.
Okay.
So it's a little longer than like what maybe your people would be typically used to. You can call ahead, place your order, even for dine-in. Like if you're on your lunch break and you're like, I got an hour, I got to deal with parking in the arts district, all that.
Mm-hmm.
Call ahead of time.
Good thing is you have a staff, a team that has such big, unique personalities of their own. They're so friendly, they're smiling, they're attractive, they're fun, they're outgoing. They can all keep you busy and feed you drinks and do whatever it is to keep your mind occupied while you wait. So that works out.
And our staff, like, we don't have uniforms. We don't have any, like, we let people be themselves. Mm-hmm. We don't have the spiel, like when you go up to the table, like you have to say this. So everyone's like, we have regulars that like just love, they love like all our staff really.
Obviously you have to give them some guidance when they get hired. What's usually the number one thing that you want them to understand or know or convey when they're at a table or they're talking to guests?
We want them to be themselves. Like we don't want to be like pretentious or anything. Talk about the food, like have a good time with the guests. We might let you do a shot with them if you're...
Car bombs are big for us.
Are they?
Yeah, at the restaurant, a lot of people will do car bombs.
Yeah.
Our thing is like, we don't really want robots.
Yeah.
Like John kind of said that already. Like, we don't want you to be fake. We want it to be real and authentic and just like, I don't know. I always feel like the restaurant's like an extension of our home.
Mm-hmm. It's laid back for sure. Like I don't think we're going to be getting like Michelin stars or anything like that. We're pretty...
Listen, you don't need Michelin stars when you're in 2025 and you're having the best year of your restaurant's career.
Yeah.
That's incredible. How did you do that? You kind of, again, answered that question with some of the stories that you've already told, but with so many businesses struggling today in this economy, and especially in the hospitality industry, what was your secret, or how did you succeed in 2025 so much that it became your highest grossing year? What
we noticed like over 2025 and like end of 2024 was we started attracting more of like the younger crowd, where before it was a lot of people like even in the bar. Now we always had like a wide range of people coming in for dinner, like from like younger, like late 20s, 30s, all the way up to people in their 70s, 80s.
Sure.
Some people grew up eating pasties. So like this is, and they like retired out here. So like we get the older people, then we get the younger people, like people our age as well. We're probably like our main demographic. And then in the last year and a half, it's been a lot of like 21 to like 25-year-olds, which we never really had a huge presence of that. And it's mostly like bar, like late at night. Like we joke around that at like 11 p.m. we're like, we have to go home. Like we're too old to be here now.
I'm like, did you check their ID?
Yeah, I'm like,
are they old enough?
The older we get, the
Double
younger
check
they look.
Yeah, I'm like,
crazy.
there's no way that kid's 21. And I'm like, no,
they're babies.
They were born in like 2000. And I'm like, oh my god.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that's the time I go. We'll be bar hopping down there.
Yeah.
And so I've been there a couple times. It's a really cool environment.
Yeah, so it's just like, and we didn't really do anything other than building out the space in the back for people to actually hang out in.
Yeah.
We didn't like aim it towards
like we didn't design it or build anything in hopes of like attracting a specific type of person.
It wasn't like, oh, I hope
we were just
Gen
like,
Z likes this. Like I had, like I have no idea. I don't know what Gen Z likes. I have no idea.
Julie, what does Gen Z like?
All kinds of stuff.
You tell us.
But what I think as a Gen Zer who's been there and talked to many people about Cornish pasty, I think probably one of the things that has helped attract a younger crowd or even just a larger crowd in general for them, and correct me if I'm wrong, but again, with a quote from Kim, something that's really stuck with me and my group and everyone we say it to loves it. Their vibe is no religion, no politics, no bullshit. Come in there, be your authentic self. They, one group of people at one table, a totally different group at another table. And I think a lot of the younger generations are exhausted of this like mean, catty, you're different than me attitude. Why can't we just all get together and have a good time?
Well said, Julie. Really good.
I mean, Kim literally said all those things to me. I was like repeating a script from Kim pretty much.
I stand by it wholeheartedly. That's where I come from. Like, it's just, the restaurant is a space for you to come in and kind of forget about everything that's going on. There's so much bullshit going on in the world, but like, there are good people still. And they're good humans, and you should be able to feel comfortable no matter what, spectrum you're on. And you should be able to feel comfortable. And our thing is, if you are an asshole, if you try to start some shit, get out. Like, we don't need your business. We don't want you here. And then we'll get told you don't want my money. And I say, no, go. Like, if you're going to be disrespectful to my staff, to another guest, you can leave. Like, it's just, and I think people are realizing, and they see that we just don't put up with bullshit.
Love that.
Yeah.
I feel good about you guys. I want you guys to hang out here more often because I just have a good vibe.
Anytime.
Exactly. I just feel good.
Anytime.
We're eating. We're having good conversation. Everybody's having a good time.
People compared, like, this was a comparison I thought was pretty cool. They said it was like a high school cafeteria at lunch where it's like every table has like a different group of people. Like,
minus the shitty part of the high school cafeteria.
But you have like a table of like, crusty punk kids over here. And then we have older, like business people, like lawyers hanging out over here. And it's just like this huge spectrum of every demographic. Like, you can come in there on a Friday or Saturday night and like you will find every demographic of people in there, like in all ages.
What lunch table did you sit at?
I was in like Votex. So I sat with all the shop kids. So
that's what about you?
Yeah.
They were the poor trash.
But you could build stuff.
Yeah, you could build shit. What about you?
I was kind of by myself.
What?
A lot. Or like it was open campus at that time. Now schools are closed campus. So like, you'd go out and get, there was a Pizza Hut at the time that still had the lunch buffet.
Yeah, sure.
You got Taco Bell and all that. So, I'd have a couple friends that we'd drive and do lunch. But
you opened up a core memory with me with that pizza buffet.
Oh my gosh, Pizza Hut. I miss it.
Good. I forgot all about that.
Yeah, Pizza Hut. You need to bring that back.
Yeah, bring it back, Pizza Hut. What are you doing with yourself?
I don't know. You could go to CC's.
That's not the same.
I'm just saying, get out of your Gen Z. That's such a Gen Z response.
Well, whenever we would have early release days, the CC's near the school, people would just walk there. And I'm sure all the employees there hate us.
We had nothing near my school because I grew up in some podunk town. And it was just a bunch of farm fields. So
okay, so the shop kid wasn't popular in the podunk farm town?
No.
He's too busy building shit. Why aren't you a fan of paid advertising?
That was more like my business partner Dean's thing. And I don't know if it was this lack of money to pay for advertising.
Sure.
Or if he just wanted it to grow organically. And that's what he did for the Tempe store. And it worked. And then before we even did our store up here, we were, I think, the third location to open out of all of them. He was already opening up his second one, and he saw that like it worked. Like, we don't need to do, like, we can just do word of mouth, and it might be like a slow burn. Like, it's going to take us longer to get where we need to go, but it's more natural or authentic, I guess. And then that we just always carried that philosophy. Like, I mean, I'm not saying that we've never, like, we've done some paid Instagram ads or something like that, but we never like,
we don't pay somebody to run our social media.
You handle it, you said, right?
Yeah.
Do you have influencers sliding your DMs all the time?
Honestly, we get like a couple. There was one influencer that
I like the air quotes. Air quotes for people that are listening.
Influencer.
Yes.
She like came in and did this like social media post and was trying to collaborate with us. But like the information on her thing, it was like the wrong pasty. It wasn't the right music. Like it didn't fit our, like us. And so I didn't accept the collaboration, but I like commented. I was like, oh, thanks for, the post. And I tried to let her know, that pasty is actually this and whatever. She went to Yelp and 1-starred us.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
And so I'm like,
that's
what?
ridiculous.
Yeah.
I know you're not going to, but I wish you would call them out right here. Because I know you're not
I wanted to. I wanted to say some things.
Yeah.
And then he's the one that's like, you know what? It's
John,
not worth it.
down.
I think I made you
It's not worth it.
like send her a message on Instagram saying like, oh, thank you for the video. Or whatever.
Yeah.
Just
But I'm just like, it's funny that you were saying positive things on that social media post, but
So
then you're going to go to
bogus.
Yelp and give us a 1-star because
hate
I
that.
wouldn't collaborate.
So if you want to collab, make sure you have the information right.
Yeah.
And
That's the bare
Probably-
Right,
minimum.
the most basic
Yeah.
things to get correct.
That's influencer.
and probably
But,
some
like-
type of like heavy metal music or something.
Yeah.
And then we'll
Not
accept the collab.
techno, like, yeah. But like Brandon from Vegas,
Yeah.
he's been coming to us since Commercial Center.
Okay.
But like anytime he comes in, he just like comes in because he loves our food.
Yeah.
We've never asked him to come in. We've never asked him to post. He just does it on his own.
Love that.
And he's the one that coined our sticky toffee pudding. He like said it. He's like, this is better than Gordon Ramsay's sticky
Really?
toffee pudding.
That's pretty
So
Mm.
when he did that, it was kind of, it was nice. But then you have those people that are like, oh, this influencer is posting about you. You probably paid him. So it's probably not good.
Mm.
So that's kind of the double-edged sword with having influencers come, because it's like, okay, but they're getting paid. And of course they're going to say good things about your restaurant. So
The
I don't
influencer world it's a messy area because it's a lot of people that have had success on social media, but they may not have the right business mindset, or they may not be able to talk properly to business owners in a way
Mhm.
that's professional. And they have this success and they put themselves on a pedestal. Some of them are there rightfully, good for them, but then there are others that handle it very unprofessionally, like the 1-star Yelper there that you had. But Brandon from Vegas, I've never met him, but you usually see great things about him. And a lot of businesses say positive things about him because of exactly what you said. Like,
he doesn't ask for money. He doesn't ask for a discount.
For the record, I like Gordon Ramsay's sticky toffee pudding.
Do you?
Yeah.
Do you like it better? Be honest.
I think it's as good.
Okay.
I think
he
ours
does
is
it as
better.
good.
I say ours is better.
Is this your first fight between the two of you? Is that what this is?
No.
I love Gordon.
You can't love somebody that much and not fight sometimes.
Especially for 10 years. What anybody that's listening that may be interested in opening a restaurant. I've been in the restaurant industry myself. I know how involved and how time consuming and how tiring it can be and how much it can just take from you. But for somebody that may be interested in opening a restaurant, what's any piece of advice that you would give to them, both of you? I'd love to hear both of your opinions on this.
I would make sure. So if you don't have any restaurant experience, period, like if you never even worked in a restaurant, I would say don't do it
Mhm.
because you probably don't know what you're getting yourself into, because you're not doing it for the money for sure. Like it's gotta be like you love what you're going to be doing.
Right.
So make sure like you have the experience, you know what you're getting yourself into. Be prepared to be working 60 plus hours a week, especially in the beginning.
I think my biggest thing is staffing. I feel like your staff can make or break you, because I kind of saw that when we were having issues with our staffing situation before. Because if you would have seen us like 5 years ago, it's like a totally different restaurant almost, because we have people that give a shit.
Yeah.
I think it's finding staff that care. And not necessarily like you can't expect them to care as much as the owner, but just taking pride in what you're doing. I'm a firm believer in like, if you're not happy with where you're working or what you're doing, and if we've tried to do what we can to make it better for you and it's still not working, maybe we're not the best fit. So like find your happy somewhere else or make somebody else miserable, not us.
Are you hiring right now? Because I want to work for both of you. This sounds incredible.
Yeah.
Well, this is awesome. Thank you so much, both of you, for coming in. Kim, can you tell us where people can find more of Cornish Pasty?
Cornish Pasty Co. LV. And then we also have an Instagram for Boulder City.
Do you run that one too?
I do. I should be better. I'm not the best at social media.
It's okay.
I try.
We're trying.
I'm like,
We're all trying.
sometimes I overthink. I'm like, what do I say in the caption? And he's just like, post it. I use social media just to let people know like events that we have going on. If we have a DJ happening that night, because we have a DJ every Friday and Saturday, but we do like trivia once a month. And so I'll try to post and keep up with that and let people know ahead of time. Mm-hmm. It's fun. I do like seeing what everybody does at Pasty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, this is awesome. John and Kim, thank you so much for coming in. Garrett, how was your Pasty over there?
That was the best thing I've had in months, probably. That was, oh my God.
Julie, what about you? How was the pilgrim?
Mine was great. I did want to comment on, though, that it seems like we all got the memo on the uniform today. Jeans and a black shirt.
Black's the way to go. It's so much easier. Well, thank you guys for coming in. This is going to be awesome. This was
Thanks
such a great time.
us.
Catch new episodes each week on heybighead.com. We'll see you there.